This video will show the installation of a 4500-watt generator into one of the front compartments of our Keystone Montana. Fifth-wheel RV trailers have become very popular, especially since the COVID pandemic. They provide a significant amount of living space for a very reasonable cost. However, they are more weight-sensitive than a Class A motorhome, so adding a generator comes at the cost of sacrificing cargo capacity. As a result, many fifth-wheel owners are using portable generators instead of the heavier, permanent mount generators, as seen in their Class A cousins. The portable units are much lighter, less costly, and usually easier to service. There are now a number of videos on YouTube showing the installation of a portable generator into one of the compartments of a fifth-wheel RV. This video is our version of a portable generator installation. We are not the first to take this approach when adding a generator to an RV. Jerry Neal, from I Love RV Life, has a video on YouTube showing how he installed a generator on a slide-out tray, similar to what we are doing. Sit back and enjoy the music as we bounce through some of the photos from the project. Please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'll return after the blast of pictures to talk about some of the details and cost of the installation. We have selected a portable style of generator to save costs, reduce complexity, and make the installation easier. We also chose an open-frame unit to make future service more convenient. We purchased a 4500-watt WEN dual-fuel inverter generator from our local Home Depot. Originally, we were considering a permanently installed type of generator, but the high cost, heavy weight, and lack of accessibility for servicing changed our mind. As an example, an Onan 4500-watt permanent mount generator weighs almost 300 pounds and would have cost about $4,000 to $5,000 excluding installation. This WEN portable unit cost only $642 and weighs just 75 pounds. Because the unit weighs only 75 pounds, we can lift it and install it ourselves, which further reduces the overall cost, making the WEN generator the better choice for our application. Portable generators are not typically designed for installation in an RV. The primary issue relates to the exhaust, which needs to be directed away from the unit to make sure carbon monoxide doesn't migrate into the living space. We will do 3 things to make sure that doesn't happen. First, we'll utilize a more ride slide-out tray with 100% extension to get the generator outside of the RV. Second, we will install a 500 CFM blower in the compartment to push the heat away from the RV. Third, we will install an exhaust extension that will get the exhaust fumes away from the compartment. The generator we purchased has a carbon monoxide sensor on it and will shut down if the concentration exceeds safety guidelines. With these modifications and the safety shutdown, we feel confident our installation will be safe to operate. The base under the slide-out is built of 3/4-inch plywood, using multiple structural box beams. The structure is very rigid and is through-bolted to the RV. Although a welded frame would have been great, we don't have access to a welder, so the box beam structure will have to suffice. We have utilized box beams in the past and find them to be very strong assemblies. In an effort to minimize noise and vibration, we installed 2 layers of 80 mm thick Killmat. Killmat is a foil-covered butyl sound dampening material used extensively in the automotive market. We then mounted the generator on rubber isolating pads. This combination has done a nice job keeping the noise and vibration to a minimum. We used a decibel meter to measure the noise level from the generator, both inside and outside the RV. As a reference, The noise level from a common 20-inch household box fan is about 70 dB. This first video shows the noise level at 15 feet from the RV. The second video shows the noise level inside the RV, just above the generator location, and the next clip shows the noise level in the bedroom. Vibration levels were also surprisingly low, so it looks like the kill mat and the wooden box beams are doing their job. We utilized stainless steel mounting hardware wherever possible, including the straps holding the generator to the slide-out. The base also has a small compartment under the generator, where we keep the oil, gas treatment, and oil funnel. As with all generators, we attached an electrical ground strap to ensure the system is properly grounded to the trailer frame. We also installed a bonding plug to bond the neutral to ground, as is required per the electrical code. Please note here, we did not install a transfer switch, which would select which system connects the power and ground to the RV. As a result, the generator cannot be connected to the RV electrical system whenever the rig is plugged into shore power. Since we simply plug the RV into the generator, there is no need for a transfer switch, because we cannot have both generator and shore power at the same time. Let's talk about the cost of this installation. As you can see from this price list, our total cost is less than $1,200. Keep in mind, there is no labor included, since we perform the installation ourselves. This low cost makes a generator addition affordable, and because of the generator type and use of the slide-out, service is relatively easy. The WEN equipment has proven reliable for us in the past, and their technicians will respond to phone calls and emails, which were the deciding factors for us choosing this particular generator. But at $642, even if it completely fails, we could simply replace it and not feel a lot of pain. Over the years, we have owned Onan, Kohler, Westerbeek, Champion, and WEN generators of various sizes. We believe the WEN equipment provides a good value for our dollar. This is not a sales pitch for WEN, but too often we have paid significantly more for a name, which wasn't justified. Our WEN equipment has performed well, while some of the more expensive units have been problematic. These are the areas of the interior where we will measure the CO concentration. To get a baseline, we will take measurements without the generator running. Then measure again, in the same areas with the generator running. We will also take CO and temperature readings outside the RV, under the gooseneck, to make sure the exhaust is being pushed away from the unit. As you can see from the measurements, the carbon monoxide levels are well within acceptable limits. We don't notice any odor inside the RV, and the exhaust outside is getting blown away from the unit, so there is no perceptible exhaust smell until you get really close to the end of the exhaust pipe. Here we see the 500 CFM blower, used to move the engine heat and exhaust away from the RV. The blower is plugged into the generator, so as soon as the generator gets up to speed, it is activated. The airflow is very strong, and can be felt 6 feet beyond the hitch of the RV. As we saw from the CO measurements, the exhaust is definitely being pushed away from the RV, so no carbon monoxide is getting into the living space. Here is the completed generator installation. You can see the exhaust extension on the right side of the generator, and the position of the blower. The slide-out works really well, and there is very little vibration. However, we are going to add a removable support leg for under the end of the slide-out. It's probably not needed, and we have not seen anyone else do that, but we believe cantilevering the generator for hours at a time may place undue stress on the slide mechanism. The generator powers the RV, and we are able to run both AC units at the same time, which surprised us a bit because of the starting current requirements. Eventually, we will install a soft start on both ACs, to lower the inrush current at startup. Thank you for watching this video. We hope it has been informative and entertaining. Watch for videos of our other installations, as we complete projects in this Montana fifth wheel RV. We will install an RO water purification system, an ultraviolet light to kill bacteria in the water, additional solar power, lithium batteries, and we will attempt to clean up the factory wiring and piping inside the structure of the RV.